Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to unravel a mystery that honestly every single one of us has experienced, but very few of us can actually explain. You know that incredible moment when something you've been struggling with suddenly, almost like magic, just clicks?
I mean, really think about it. Learning to ride a bike, right? It's all wobbling and falling and just pure frustration. And then, in a single instant, you're balanced. You're riding. Or picture a huge crowd trying to clap in unison. It starts as this messy jumble of noise, and then, click. Everyone just finds the rhythm together. So, what is that click?
Yeah, this really lays it all out. We go from this state of being totally unsteady, completely out of sync, and let's be honest, just messy, to one that is smooth, perfectly timed, and feels completely effortless. So, what's the secret ingredient? What's the bridge between these two worlds? Well, the answer boils down to one single, incredibly powerful concept: alignment. And this isn't just some vague, feel good idea. It is the fundamental reason why things go from not working to working. So, what is alignment really? Well, it's simply how well the different pieces of a puzzle are lined up to work together. It doesn't matter if it's your body's balance on a bike, the timing of those claps in a crowd, or the gears in a machine. When they line up correctly, the whole system can suddenly do something it couldn't do just a moment before. And this crucial moment, this is called the change point. See, it's not a gradual process, it's a threshold. You make these little adjustments, you're getting closer and closer, and then bam, you cross the change point, and the entire system's behavior just flips. The bike is balanced, the crowd is in sync, it just works. Now, this idea of a change point, it feels super intuitive, doesn't it? We've all felt it. But is it just a nice metaphor we use, or is there something, deeper going on here?
And that's the big question, right? Are we just describing a feeling, or are we accidentally tapping into a fundamental rule of how the entire universe organizes itself? Well, get ready because the answer is pretty amazing. It turns out this is not a metaphor at all. Scientists have actually observed this exact same pattern of alignment leading to a sudden change point in a huge variety of systems. And many of these systems have, on the surface, absolutely nothing to do with each other.
I mean, just look at this. The sheer diversity here is astounding. We're talking about everything from how tiny little oscillators synchronize with each other, to how light passes through glass, to how radio waves interfere with each other, and even the basic physics of how you apply force to something. In every single one of these cases, there's a key thing that needs to line up. And once it crosses a critical threshold, the whole system's behavior changes, boom, just like that. It's the same pattern over and over and over again. Now, to make this all measurable, scientists came up with a tool called the Informational Alignment Coefficient, or IAC. Just think of it like a score, from 0 to 1, that gives you a snapshot of how well a system is lined up right now, in this very moment. A score near 0 means total chaos, a total mess. A score near 1 means perfect alignment. This literally turns that fuzzy feeling into cold, hard data. But a snapshot isn't the whole story. And that's where the Informational Order Coefficient, or IOC, comes in. So if the IOC is the mechanism of alignment in one moment, you can think of the IOC as the outcome. It measures how that alignment, when you sustain it over time, actually builds real, lasting order. Finding your balance on the bike for a split second is one thing. That's your IOC. But staying balanced and riding down the street, that's the IOC. Okay, so this is a universal pattern in physics and engineering. Super fascinating. But how can we use this idea in our own lives? I mean, how do we find that change point when we're the ones who feel stuck? Well, the method is actually pretty simple. First, instead of just trying harder and harder, you have to ask a better question. What actually needs to line up here? You got to identify what's out of sync. Second, just make small, gentle adjustments. Don't try to force it. Just nudge things in the right direction. And finally, you just keep making those little corrections until you hit that magic change point, and everything just clicks right into place. And this right here, this is the core takeaway of this whole thing. So often, when we're struggling, our gut instinct is just to apply more force, more effort, to just push harder. But a lot of the time, the solution isn't more effort. It's a better direction. It's about aligning better, not just trying harder. So, as we start to wrap this up, let's bring this really powerful idea right back home to you. The next time you feel stuck or frustrated or like you're just hitting a wall over and over again, remember this pattern of alignment. Just let that sink in for a second. That is such a powerful way to reframe any struggle. Being stuck isn't some permanent state of being, it's just a temporary misalignment. You're not failing, you're simply on the path to finding that change point. And you might be a lot closer than you think. So, I'll leave you with this question. Whether it's a big project at work, a new skill you're trying to learn, or maybe even a relationship in your life, what in your life is just waiting for that one small adjustment to finally click? What's your next change point?